Hi, in this one we are talking about OCGN stock because OCGN, like many stocks today, has actually been relatively flat, but OCGN is actually up ever so slightly. So that is actually one of the better stocks that we have been looking at today, because a lot of these stocks have been taking a fall in price, but OCGN does appear to be up by a very small amount, from about 9.30 at least. So the question is, should you buy this stock now or should you avoid it? Because you can see that from the highs of the past 5 days, the stock price has fallen by about 22%, which is to be expected after it rocketed up by a significant amount. But recently, in the past week, we've not really seen too much of a breakout in price, and things actually do look pretty level at this price point here of around $10. So right now the question is OCGN a stock for the future? Should you buy it now or should you avoid it? Well, you already know that I am not a financial advisor, but this video contains all of my personal opinions, and if you might enjoy hearing somebody else's opinions, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, because we do talk about all different types of stocks every single day. With that information being shared, let's jump straight into the episode. So yeah guys, like I said, a lot of stocks are down today. If we have a look at the Nasdaq as a whole, we can see it is up ever so slightly with a 0.6% increase, and actually for the majority of the day it was down before we started building up again from about 11.30, and from that point we can also see that the S&P is also reflecting a very similar image. So a lot of different stocks indexes are down today, but OCGN is actually outperforming the market ever so slightly with a 1% increase, which isn't very much, but of course on a day like today is quite decent. But what we're looking at is what the company does and why it may be a perfect hold for the future. So basically guys, looking on their website, we can see this company is specializing in curing blindness and also using gene therapies to do that. And basically as well, they also have a COVID-19 vaccine coming out soon apparently. I think this is an interesting and important thing as well, but most notably I think it is the cure of blindness through therapies that is a more important feature, because that is what they realistically specialize in. So it's a very interesting business model, it really is. We can have a look down here. It's a biopharmaceutical company which is focused on discovering and developing and commercializing the transformative therapies to treat blindness and cure diseases. So very cool that they are doing this in the sector. I think it really will work out in the future if their products are 100% useful. I definitely think a product like this on the market is something which is very innovative, and like I said, going forwards I think this type of therapy is going to be quite useful, because a lot of people unfortunately are blind, and products that can cure blindness really do blow me away. I think there is a lot of potential for these in the future if they do actually work. So going forwards guys, I think this one definitely could be a decent buy, but personally if I was going to buy this one, I would wait out for a little bit of time. I think it is coming to the point where yes, we are leveling out at this $10 range. I think that's a good thing as well, but honestly I think we definitely could drop a small bit more, and if it was to drop a bit more I'd say fantastic, and that would be a fantastic opportunity to buy in as well. Honestly though, in the next 2 to 4 weeks I can see this one breaking out hopefully, and hopefully even passing the $11 or $12 mark again. I don't think it's going to rocket as high as it did back on this 8th of February, and that's not necessarily a bad thing either, because obviously it did go up by a very huge amount in that time period. And we can see by the fact that this one has leveled out at the current price, things aren't doing too bad for the stock. People obviously do have quite a lot of faith in it to keep it around the $10 mark. I think that is a good indication of things to come. And if you are willing to hold this one for the next 10 to 15 years, or at least the next 3 years at minimum, I think we are going to see a lot of growth in this stock, as like I said, what they do has a real world use, and I think it is going to be helpful for a lot of people out there. So yes guys, OCGN is a very interesting stock. Personally, I would wait a few days to see what this one does. If it does drop a bit further, which it definitely could, I'd say fantastic, it could be a great opportunity to buy. If it is to stay relatively flat, I think it also is a relatively decent opportunity to buy, and if it was to go up a bit, I think it would still be an okay buy, but ultimately I think it depends on the time frame which you are willing to hold. If you're willing to hold this one for a more long-term period, it definitely is a decent buy right now, because I can actually see this one going above $20 in the next 2 to 3 years, but in the short-term frame we just don't know whether this one is or is not going to break out pretty soon. It definitely is possible that it could, but nothing is guaranteed right now. But I think this one definitely could be a more fantastic long-term hold. But I would love to hear what you have to say down in the comment section. I think tomorrow for this stock is going to be relatively flat, hopefully, depending on what the whole market did, because of course today we saw a big crash in a lot of the markets before a little bit of a recovery towards the end of the day. So if things are quite calm tomorrow, which I would anticipate they will hopefully be, I would like to see this one be quite flat as well. I don't think it will increase by a significant amount, not a bad thing at all. purple, and if it is red, great, a potential opportunity to buy. But like I said, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and feel free to drop us a comment telling us what you are doing with this stock down below. Thank you so much for watching all the way till the end, and I will see you in the next one. Bye until then.